Scap pull-up with deep core focus. The purpose of this exercise is to work the stabilizing muscles of our scapula, our shoulder blades, as well as go ahead and start to activate and really create more strength and connection with our deep core muscles, because this can be tough in a hanging position. But as climbers, we need to make sure we have tons of shoulder stabilization and we need more strength in our deep core, so it is a win-win. You're going to do these on your hangboard or a bar, whichever is fine. You can do these supported, or you can do them unsupported, or you can use graduated support. I would suggest just using a box or a bench. You don't really need to get your harness out and offset your weight for this one. Remember that when we are doing these, the stacked position is really important because it sets up your deep core for success. It is the most advantageous position to be in to regain strength, control, and connection of those deep core muscles. So we're going to get on our hangboard or bar, whatever. I am standing on a bench right now, so that's what I'm doing, but I'll show you just body weight as well. So I'm got my toes on the bench and I'm pretty fully supported on my toes right now. I'm going to just let my shoulders be very heavy. So my shoulders are way up in my ears right now. I wouldn't ever want to actually hang like this, but this is how we're going to start. And we're going to practice. You're going to have your elbows just slightly bent. I don't ever want your elbows locked out when you're here on the board, just because we want to be trying to hang on our muscles, not our joints. So just tiny, tiny bend in the elbows, and you're going to exhale, and we're going to think about as we pull our shoulder blades down, the elbows will stay at a fixed angle. We're not really pulling down with the elbows. So the elbows stay fixed, and then we're going to pull our shoulder blades down, and at the same time, we're going to zip from the bottom up with our deep core. Now you want to make sure that you're not crunching down like this. We want all of this to stay really nice and long. You're just going to exhale and you're going to pull the shoulder blades down and zip, 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 zip. So it looks just like this. You're hanging. Shoulders are kind of way up in your ears, should feel like really not very good. Elbows softly bent, and then you're going to exhale. And I want, the more you exhale and the more you pull those shoulder blades down, the more you should be able to feel really nice tension being generated from the bottom up with your deep core. So the point at which your shoulder blades are the lowest on your spine should be the point at which you've been able to really generate tension in your deep core. And then you're just going to come back down, let your deep core go, kind of let the arms go again, and repeat. So some common mistakes I see here are when people try and use the bench, they will actually get their feet too far in front of them and they end up tucked like this. Okay, this is not a stacked position. You see how tucked underneath my butt is? And also like here, I can actually feel myself gripping my butt because I'm having to do that to stay in this position right here. So make sure that you don't get too far underneath yourself. The other one I'll commonly see is people like this. So this is that open scissor or extension position, and it's going to be a lot harder to really activate some nice tension in your deep core in that way. Another problem I see, especially when we are doing this without any support, is that people will really kind of try and yank up and be really jerky. We don't want to be jerky. We're trying to use really controlled movements right now that are coordinating all of these different pieces. So make sure that we're not doing that really jerky, janky up and down motion. All right, that is your scap pull with deep core focus.